to ask you, which is how do you balance being data-driven while staying people-focused?
I don't think there's a balance there. I think that there's like a false dichotomy that exists between being data-driven and being people-focused. I think that the data is from the people and about the people. So when you're leveraging it, you are being people-focused. I think that there's different types of data. There's qualitative data and there's quantitative data. But I mean, all data, at least in this context, is from people. So you're listening to people all the time in both contexts.
Great. And then a lot of people, either that are listening to the show or people that are in their orbits, are maybe a little bit on the fence about embracing a people-first approach. And what would you say to them to help them understand that putting people first really is the most sustainable way to succeed?
I think I would again refer to this construct of there being a false dichotomy. I have had folks ask me that about my approach as well. Like, how do you feel about being oriented around the employees in the company? Like, what about the business? And I think that the way that the business succeeds is through supporting the people who really make up the business. I mean, at least within tech, we're institutions that are driven by what it is that our people create. We don't have tons of assets that, we're leveraging here. Like, we're relying really heavily on the creativity of the folks who are doing the work. So when we orient what we're doing as a company around them, we're really doing ourselves a favor in many respects. So yeah, I don't think that there's truly a conflict there. Does that make sense?
I mean, I happen to be on the same page, but I also think, we also have a lot of people who come to us and be like, wait, like that's crazy. You can't put people first. Like, you have to think about the bottom line. You have to think about selling more. You have to think about putting the product first. You have to think about putting profit first, all these other things. And it's just like, but no.
I mean, anybody who's worked with a disengaged team can see that team is not going to have a better bottom line than a team that's highly engaged. So, if you were so concerned about your bottom line that you're like keeping people from things that they actively want and need, you're not going to get the outcome that you're seeking. So it's wasted effort, I would say.
I would agree. I think that's perfectly said. And then finally, if you had to pick one resource to help our listeners succeed by putting people first, what would it be? Whether it's a book, a podcast, a video, is there anything that's helped you along your journey?
So, I mean, I'm a data person, so I'm very into particular types of tech. I use Culture Amp really regularly.
What is Culture Amp?
Culture Amp it's a survey tool. We do our 360 through it. We also do our engagement surveys through it, and it's been tremendously helpful. It's got a very clean layout, and it's got really clear data visualizations, so it makes it easy for the business partner to go in to their function and talk in depth about what's happening and who's feeling what and why. So that would probably be the tool that I would suggest to folks who want to leverage a people-first approach.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Lucia. I really appreciated you taking the time. That was a really great conversation.
Awesome. So I'm going to go to this and I guess pause it, stop it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm wondering about how they're going to do the review when they don't have both audios, or if it's not.
Oh, yeah. So no. What I've got both audios recorded on my end, and
okay.
So I can send you a file with both audios on it, but then I split the tracks and I send only my audio and the audio that you send me to the production company. But your comms team will get the full audio.
I see. So then they'll make suggestions to the full audio.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hopefully they won't
Okay.
make any suggestions and they'll just say, this was great, great job.
I'm
No
sure
problem.
they'll make suggestions. So there's probably like fact checking and stuff to be done too.
Yeah. Okay. Let me look at something really quickly. I'm going to take a quick look at our editorial calendar, and see when we will likely go live with this episode. So May 1st, we've got May 8th, we've got May 15th, we've got the earliest that we would go live with this episode would be May 22nd, which means that I would need to submit a fully approved episode by May 14th. How much time would your comms team need in order to be able to deliver? And actually, yeah, exactly, because let's make it the Friday before that, so May 11th. How much time would your comms team need in order to make sure that any edits that they want made have been submitted by May 11th?
Can we have a week?
Yeah, you can have more than that. I can submit this to you. I can send this right away.
Okay, if you send it now, that's good.
Yeah, because basically, I mean, from my end, the only thing that I would edit out is the beginning where we're getting ready and, you're trying to find your space. And then this one time where it was very clear that we need to go back and edit it, where we kind of stopped the flow of the interview. And then when we were talking about core behaviors. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So from my end, that's the only thing that I would edit out. Everything else I would leave in. That's usually what we do because it's just, it was a really authentic, organic conversation. So I'll submit that to you with only that note saying that one part. I don't know what the time code is. Would you also like the transcript along with it?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
That'd be really helpful for them.
Because then what we'll do is I'm going to submit the transcript or the audio recording to be transcripted. Actually,